Well, hello, my friends. I am so excited to be here today with two amazing people talking about one of my favorite events that happens every year. It's Art and Soup, the VNA Visiting Nurses Association's Art and Soup. Um, I'm here with Carole Patrick. She's the president and CEO, and also here with Randy Goodwin, who is this year's Art and Soup honorary chair. We're going to find out more about him and his story and what he's doing here in town. But Carole, I'm going to start with you, and let's just talk about the organization and who you serve.
Right, right. VNA is very honored to serve this community. We have been in the community for 128 years, and we primarily serve people who are vulnerable. With that you might meet even in the day and not know their story, but some of the marginalized individuals within this community. And our founder based her work on taking healthcare to people. And here we are all of these years later, continuing that mission. And we say that we bring healthcare wherever people call home. That's a homeless shelter for some. That's a domestic violence shelter for some. That is multi-generational homes and apartments where we go in and help pregnant teens. It is the home of an older adult who maybe has had that home for 50 years and wants to stay there, and with some help can do so. And so we're very honored to be part of this community and serve.
Yeah, doing such wonderful work. And I know I've got a personal connection with the VNA with my father, who founded Midland's Business Journal. And you guys just do just an incredible job. And I just thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, Randy, you are here, Randy Goodwin. You're here in Omaha as the honorary chair, and part of your story, are you from Omaha?
Born and raised, yes.
Okay, all right. See, here's the thing I love about this. I apologize. I don't know much about you, but I get to learn all about you in this moment. So you're here visiting. You guys are at the Stevens Center. But tell us just a little bit about who you are and kind of your journey and why this is important to you.
Oof, I like talking about why things are important to me. I don't like talking about me.
Maybe
this is the hard
a
part.
little, yeah, I understand, but I think that's an important part.
I'm just Randy from Omaha. I've born and raised here. Wakanda Elementary, Nathan Hale Junior High, Northwest, and Creighton Prep. Went to the University of Nebraska Lincoln, Kappa Sigma, and went to the military. Then I went off to Hollywood and quickly made it to the top 1% of working actors. And I've been out there for 31 years. So I've done very well in Hollywood. But my goal was always to bring it home, because I was that 8-year-old kid here who said, Mom, Dad, I want to be an actor. And they're like, you can't be. That's Hollywood. That's out there. It's corrupt. You don't want to be a part of that. But I did. I knew this is what God built me for. So I wanted to bring it home.
Mm-hmm.
So you're out
through Fallen Giant Films.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I have a company.
Yeah.
So Fallen Giant Films is my production company that I brought home, and we educate young people, well, anyone who wants to be in the film industry. But my goal was to bring it back here and to really, really hit the community hard with it, because we have so many famous Nebraskans in Hollywood. Per capita, there's more famous Omahans in any city in the world in Hollywood. And
really?
there are more successful Nebraskans in front of and behind the camera than any other state in this country.
Wow.
And we have Oscar winners, Emmy winners, Golden Globe winners, and none of them ever come back, Andy. My goal was to be that dude who brought it back. I said, I always said it. I would say, Lord, if you make me successful at it, I'll bring it home. So he did, and I did. So here we are.
Well, thank you for that. And thank you for, listening to the Lord and kind of knowing what you're here to do. A lot of times it takes a while for us to know that. So you're here at the Stevens Center, and I know part of your story, becoming an actor, and I'm just kind of looking at my notes here, included living out of your car. So you're kind of, you've had that experience that not all of us has had, but a lot of us have had. I mean, when you have to make do, you got to do what you need to do. And visiting the Stevens, do you want to say anything to that? I mean, I don't. if obviously that's a part of a time in your life that, first of all, you're doing what you got to do.
No, it's necessary. It was a necessary part of the story.
Yeah.
I had to go through it. I The difference is me being homeless, if you will, versus those who are truly homeless.
Yeah.
I could come back home. I could have just picked up and came right back. But I had a little crappy car that was a convertible, and I slept in it sitting upright because it was tiny and it was a convertible, and my clothes were in the back seat, and it dripped when it rained, and it was freezing in there because it didn't have heat. And then when it was warmer, I would sleep on the park benches. I pull my car up right next to the park and throw a blanket out there and crash in the grass, because you could do that back there in the early 90s.
Yeah.
But it was necessary because I knew what I was built for, and I knew that I couldn't go back. And I never put a time limit on it. My goal was to become successful at it, period, and then bring it back home. So I had to do what I had to do.
Well, and that's a great, I mean, I know today you both are at the Stevens Center and talking to them and just connecting. So talk about your experience at the Stevens Center, which is an amazing organization here in Omaha, Nebraska. So I'll let you, speak to that.
Well, everyone here, like I said, first of all, with Doc here, Carole came out to 88 Tactical. I'm sorry, that's another business that I'm a part of. Fallen Giant Films. I knew that I had to do this. You hear a lot of stories, and people can talk about where they're from, where they've been, but when you're sitting with someone and you can look them in the eye and you hear them talk and you can see the passion that they have for a thing, it was a no-brainer. There was no hesitation. I had to be a part of it, especially with what I'd heard about it and with the stuff that I'd written for, to be shot as a series. I was already invested in helping anyone who's experiencing homelessness or drug addiction or mental health, because all that is a part of the series. And I know a lot of people in LA. You look at how many actors are going through stuff because of the pressures of what we do, and it's amazing. And I've had friends in the business who have passed away from addiction because of the demands that they have on them to perform. And in order to perform, they usually do drugs and alcohol and the things that they have to do to get some of those roles. Sometimes it leads them down paths that So when you come back to a place like home, my home, Omaha, Nebraska, a real place with real people, and not saying that, actors aren't real people, but we're in the land of make-believe, and they take it to an extreme. Here, I mean, these are real people that I've grown up with, people that I know, and then family members. I have an uncle, my Uncle Dan right now, he's 93, and my Aunt Andre, and he can't get out of the house anymore, so he has a nurse come to the house. I have friends. A friend of mine just passed away 2 days ago. I didn't even get into that earlier. They found him in his front yard, in his underwear in the front yard, holding his phone.
Wow, sorry.
People, just, you just don't know what people are going through. You have no idea. You can see me in the nice jacket and a nice car and have no idea that I'm going home to hit a crack pipe just to get through the day. You just don't know. So I felt it was very important to give my time and my face or whatever I can do to help bring awareness to it and to raise more money to keep this thing going. And I love soup. I love soup.
Who doesn't love
Eat
soup?
a lot of soup. He's going to eat a lot of soup.
I'm going to eat a lot.
You know what, Andy? I want to some of the we heard today that are so important to me and bring us back to what Art and Soup is all about here in this shelter system. So 88% of the people have a physical disability. I mean, think about that. 70% have mental health that is co-occurring with other health issues, right? The fastest growing population in Omaha's shelters is older adults, which absolutely breaks my heart. And those older adults have chronic health issues. They're diabetic, they have heart issues, and the vast majority of them reached a point in their lives where they had to choose, do I eat? Do I take my medication? Do I pay my rent? What do I do? And they ended up, losing their homes. And now they're in a shelter system. And we're talking people in walkers, people with canes, people, and this is why we have a VNA nurse in the shelter system, right? Because those chronic illnesses, her job is first to triage those things and then get them back on their feet, right? And then going to work with other partners, with the staff here and with other partners in the community to transition somebody back into having a home, right? That's the whole idea. That's what Art and Soup is all about.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, so important. And I think for people too to know that VNA, how you are, your impact and your contribution and how you are in the shelter systems. Because I mean, I don't know if a lot of people know that. I know you have been, and a lot of what Art and Soup is all about is raising money, raising awareness, and educating people, which is so important. Art and Soup, I know it's a very unique fundraiser. The soup is freaking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You have the artists, you have the local artists, and local, and maybe, I mean, they come in from elsewhere, but
yep,
talk a little bit about the artists, because that is
there's some
really
who
a
come
special
in.
piece.
It really is. So Art and Soup, you're gonna come in and enjoy all this amazing food that incredible local restaurants have donated, right? They've donated. And then there is an indoor art festival that's happening, and all different types of genres, right? There's jewelry, there's sculpture, there's paintings. I mean, just so many different genres. I'm still I'm trying to figure out if there's an empty space on my wall still of what I can do this year, right? But these artists who come in, very, very talented folks, and they pledge 50% of their sales on that day to VNA, so we can have our nurses in the homeless shelters. And so, you come in, you buy a ticket, you come in and eat as much as you want, and then you shop and you walk around this wonderful, it's festive, it's fun, it's crowded, in just a great celebratory way, right? And you get to a lot of people, and it's a great day for a great cause.
Yeah, absolutely. Omaha Design Center again. It's been there for several years now, which is a great location.
Mm-hmm.
On March 9th, Sunday, March 9th, I want to say tickets. Do you still have like your VIP, where you can come early and
yeah, absolutely. If you want to have the first spoonfuls of soup, if you want to have the first shot at the art, we have a patron party from 1 to 2.
Okay.
And go on our website. You can get tickets there.
Yes.
I'll say thank you, Andy. You're one of our sponsors, and we still need sponsors. If that's something,
yes,
if you hear this and you say, yeah, my business would like to be a part of that and sponsor that event. Again, go on our website, and all the information is there. And just knowing what a great cause it is, and my friend Durandi here is helping us and getting the word out and helping us raise money so we can continue to serve people in the community.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank you both so much. Again, there's no better way to spend a Sunday afternoon than Art and Soup. March 9th at the Omaha Design Center. Randy, we've just got 30 seconds left or so. I'd just like to get any final words from you. And again, thank you so much for all your contributing and being a part of this.
Oh, no, I put my money where my mouth is. So but my mouth will be eating soup, and my money will be buying some art that day as well.
Absolutely.
So
Beautiful.
Definitely enjoyed being a part of this.
Thank you.
Thus far. I can't wait for the event.
Yeah.
Thank you. And we say, Andy, eat
Yep.
soup, buy art, change lives. That's our motto.
Perfect. I love it. Carole, Randy, thank you so much for joining me today. And folks, again, March 9th, V&A Art and Soup, Omaha Design Center. Be there. And thanks so much.